Have you been struggling making sales with your company, with your business? Have you been struggling making sales with your products or your service? If so, I got the perfect solution for you. Give me 10 to 15 minutes and I'm going to change your life. Okay. My name is Duran Peoples. I haven't came across nothing yet that I can't sell. I've been selling stuff since I was 8 years old. Okay. I got a lot of experience. I love communication. I love talking with people. I love helping people. And I got a super close relationship with God. And this is the reason why I want to help you today. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to Sales Bowl. This is where sellers become champion through kingdom mentality. Okay. Now let's get straight into the video. Okay. Now I got a lot to go over with you today. So today we're going to talk about this is what we're going to talk about today. Moat. Okay. Moat. What is your company's moat? What sets you aside over your competition? Okay. Where do you become different from your competitors? What's giving you a competitive advantage? This is what you got to think about. Okay. So you got a lot of companies that got great moats. You got Amazon. They got a great ecosystem. They got a great AWS system. Okay. They got a great digital product. They got great data, right? They do a lot of things great. They got a great fulfillment center. They got a lot of stuff that sets them apart from their competitors. Like this, the delivery part, like getting your packages there to you within the day or the same day is out of this world, right? And it's still out of this world to this day. You got Google, right? Alphabet, you got Google, right? There's no better search tool than Google, right? Biggest search engine in the world. And they also are YouTube. So you got to think biggest search engines in the world, right? Then you got to think, who else can I give you? Apple, right? They got one of the biggest moats in the world. They embed their product within your lifestyle, right? Apple watches, Apple TVs, Apple Pay, everything's Apple with them, right? Steve Jobs did a great job of embedding the product and service into your lifestyle. So we got to see how can we have a moat? Okay. What can you do? If you're selling shoes, if you're selling shoes, let's say, what can you sell with the shoes to give you a great moat? What can you do? Like, see, this is when you got to put your thinking cap on. This is what makes a great seller, because this is what makes a great company, a business owner, a great business owner, a great entrepreneur, amazing entrepreneur. What can you do to get you on the other side of the fence from your competitor? What can set you apart? Right? So if you got shoes up here, so how can we get this to this, right? What is the moat for the shoes? For your business. You want your business to have a moat. Okay. Now, this is one way you can do it. I want you to think about this. Okay. When you sell your shoes, you can offer. When you sell your shoes, you can put something with it to set you aside other than what the other shoe competitors offer. If you think about Nike, the owner of that company, he started selling shoes and he said, you know what, these shoes, I don't got in the shoe that I can go run off terrain, right? How can I get my shoes to be able to be comfortable when I'm running through woods or running through the mountains or running through a hill, like running on rocks, right? You want your shoes to be comfortable no matter where you at. Nike discovered that. Nike implemented that into their shoe game, right? So let's say if you had a shoe and you could be the one that create the shoe to be, let's just say something weird, like one size shoe fit all. Like you created a shoe that fits all, right? That'd be amazing. One size shoe fit all. That's unheard of, right? You never heard of a shoe fitting any size foot. That'd be amazing. I mean, I wouldn't say it's possible, but that's what you want to create. Something that seems impossible, possible. That's how you create moats, right? Doing something outside of the box, right? Now, let's say if this shoe was able to, let's just say, change colors, right? Okay, it can change colors. It can, let's say if you had a shoe that had, it could talk, right? It could talk like Alexa or, something crazy, something out of this world, right? Like your shoe, it changes colors, it talks, it fits all, right? It does all this extravagant stuff. And last but not least, it also come with a built-in cleaner. It's self-clean. Do you think this will be a moat? If it fits all, you got the business to where the shoe, it change colors, it talk, and it's self-clean. What other company creating a shoe like that? Right? This is what create moats. So this is what you want to stick to. That's number one. Okay. That's definitely number one. Is creating a company that has a moat. Okay. Okay, let's go further. Let's go deeper. That's number one. That's where you want to start it. Okay. Next thing you want to do is matter of fact, let's write this and read it, because this is what you don't want to do. Okay. Don't be greedy. Okay. Don't be greedy. And what I mean by that, when I say don't be greedy, don't sell to like if it's you gotta sell it or you're gonna die, right? You don't want to sell to where you're gonna have to get the sale today. If I don't get the sale today, I won't eat tomorrow. You don't never want to let nobody that you're selling to see that desperation, because it's smelling like commission breath, right? I'm smelling that commission breath, and that's not what you want to do. So instead of being greedy, you want to be dropping stuff. Instead of being greedy, you want to be seedy. What I mean by that, you want to be so used to planting seeds. Every time you have a conversation with a potential customer, buyer, You built a relationship with them. Now that's planting the seed, right? Conversation. Seed number one. This seed right here could be worth $500 for that seed, right? And then you plant another seed. That could be worth another $500. Then you plant another seed. That could be worth another $500, right? And you plant another seed. That seed could be worth another $500. Now, one thing about sales, it's a what? It's a numbers game. So you just had 4 conversations, right? 4 conversations with potential buyers. That could equal you up to $2,000 once those deals go through. So depends on what you're selling. If you're selling shoes for $500, these shoes, you could be sold, right? Now you just made $2,000 off a conversation. So the conversation costed $500 for the customer because you got them every single thing that they was looking for. And you wasn't greedy, you was seedy. So each one of them seeds you planted grew into money. Okay. Okay, now that's number 2. Number 3. You want to make sure, okay? You want to make absolutely sure you don't have commissions, bruv. You're not being greedy. That means have their interests at hand when you selling what you selling. The product need to be able to solve their problem. The service need to be able to solve their problem. Or the service need to make them happy. The product need to make them happy. Let's get into a routine and a mindset to make sure everything you do is to please someone else, okay? The reason why we was put on this earth was to please other people. God's kingdom is the reason why you're here today. You were sent here to please other and to serve God. Now watch this. So, okay, so let's say if you had a B, right? No, I'm not a good drawer now, but I'm trying to tell you something. Let's just say if this was a B. I don't like how that look. Look like a turtle. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I just drew a sea turtle. I meant to draw a B. We're just going to use the word B because I'm not a good drawer. I've never been able to draw, but I can see them. Okay. So, all right. So you got a B, right? What do the B do? He go to plants and pollinate them, right? He disturb the plants. He pollinate the plants, right? So the flowers. So he's over here on this flower. You know, these are okay. He's on the flower. He come over here, he land on it, he do his thing, right? Then he go back. He go back to the honeycomb, well, the nest. He go back to the nest, which is where he do the honey. Okay? But while he's there, he's part of the ecosystem. So this plant is breathing in carbon dioxide. We breathe out oxygen. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. it breathes in carbon dioxide and breathes out oxygen. Okay, so what we do, so the bees is helping the plants is helping us. So the bees is helping us by just by being a bee, because he was created to make sure that he loved honey. That's what he loved, right? That's what he creates. A bee is always on a mission to make this honey. But by him being on that mission to make this honey, he got to do what bees do. He got to do what honeybees do. Go to the plant, pollinate it, get everything good, do all this do. Go back to the honeycomb, throw it up 30 times. How many every time he throw it up to make the honey? Now he created honey. We eat the honey. We love honey too. But one thing this is doing, this is helping other plants, right? So when this flower is disturbed, it blows off pollen, and pollen help other plants grow. Okay? It help other plants grow. When the wind blow or that bee disturbs that flower, it grows other plants, other flowers. So more bees is going to do their thing on this flower. That flower is going to breathe in carbon dioxide, what we breathe out. It's going to breathe out oxygen, what we breathe in. Now watch this. We need to become more like bees. Okay? Why is it? Why, Durant? Why you say we need to become more like bees? Because bees is specifically to get money. We was specifically designed to help other people, but we help other people through money. Okay? We help other people through money. How is this? So, think about a bee. He go do his thing, okay? He's doing exactly what he's created to do. This is where we get confused and ramble. We stop doing what we supposed to be doing and start doing what other people want us to do. And we stop doing what God need us to do, okay? So when I get money, now, since I got money, right? This is what I can do with money. I can go buy. I can go invest. Right? I can go pay people. I can start businesses. Okay? And so on and so forth. But now, when I go buy stuff, by me buying stuff at a company, what do the company do? Pay workers. So by me going and buying, now they're able to pay their workers. The worker now is able to feed his family, right? When I invest, now I can invest in companies that's building companies that's able to pay their workers and to feed family, right? Now I feed their family. Okay. Now, when I pay someone, let's say if I get my, let's just say car washed, right? I get my car washed. Now that car wash that I just paid, let's say $500 for 3 cars, that $500 is able to go to this company that's able to pay their workers to feed their family. Let's say if I start a company, right? Now I'm able to pay. Hold on. Spelling it wrong. Now I'm able to pay workers. Now they're able to feed their family, right? So the more we be who God created us to be, the more of a lifestyle that we'll be able to live. So the more we be who we was created to be, just like the be, do, have, right? The more we be, the more we can have, and the more we can create into the human ecosystem. I want you to think about something. God designed this whole place to be, this place survive on everything around it. We survive off each other. We survive off plants. We survive off animals. We survive off insects. We survive off every single thing that's on this planet. And the planet is also surviving on us. Okay. Now, this is what we want to be more like, is a bee. That's number 3. Because the more the bee be himself and do what he was created to do, the more he gonna do what he love is to get honey, right? To get honey. That way he do what he loves, right? That's what he love to do. He love to make honey. And he will die over that honey too. Now, what we got to start doing is being so dedicated to, not saying to be obsessed with making money, but we got to be obsessed with being ourselves, because God created us to be ourselves. We was made in his image. So long we were made in his image, we supposed to have an abundance lifestyle. That abundance lifestyle is going to help other people lifestyle. It's going to help companies pay workers and feed their families. We can start businesses. We can pay, and that goes to companies. We can pay, say like I said, for car washes. You can pay for somebody to cook you dinner. You can pay. It's all type of stuff you can pay for. You can pay for services, right? Pay for products. We can invest. We can buy companies. When we buy those companies, we own them companies. Now we can help other families feed their family, right? If we start being ourselves more, the more we be ourselves, the more money you gonna make. Okay, that's a guarantee. Because once you learn how to set everything up the way God set everything up, that's where freedom lies in. Okay, that's number 3. I got one more for you. I got one more. Okay. Last but not least, number 4. Number 4, it's got to make sense to you. And I'm going to break it down as slow as I can. So number 4 is look at it. Look at it from the outside. Look at it from the outside. Okay. Now, when you get your product, when you get your service, sell it to yourself. Okay. Sell it to yourself. Will you buy your product? And this is what I mean by this. How much how much would you spend? How much would you spend for your product? And not only that, do it work? Do it work? Ask yourself this. How much would I spend? Do it work? Okay. Sell to yourself. So look at it from the outside. I want you to step back, look at your product, test your product on people you know, test it on yourself, see if it's working, right? If it's working, you're not selling to people, you're really helping people have a transformation. So it goes from, okay, let me slow down. So yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. Okay. So solve people problem today. Okay. Work on how many problems can I solve today? When you work on that, how many problems can I solve today? This is where life going to change for you. Business going to start flourishing. More people going to start coming to you. People going to see you and admire you and be like, man, he's really here to help. So focus more on helping somebody. Help somebody today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Focus on today. Okay. You focus on today. That's going to take you to the next level. Okay. Now, what you want to do is ask a lot. Ask a lot. It's simple. When you start asking people, hey, what's going on in your life? Hey, what you need? Hey, how can I help you? Hey, is your day good? Hey, just start asking questions. Even if you ain't doing number typing, talking to people, whatever you need to do. Ask a lot. Okay. This is what's going to help you start understanding your sales. This is what's going to help you start understanding your competitors. Okay. Because what they going to do when you start asking the customers question, they're going to start talking about, they might talk about another product they got yesterday, how it wasn't no good. Right? You could be selling the same thing. Now, since you know that the product they just got from Tom is no good, you can tell them how yours is a better fit for their problem, right? So always ask a lot. Last but not least, and number 4 is help them. Help them make up. What am I saying? Help them make up, because I had it a certain way in my head, but it don't look right when I write it. So help them make up. Oh, there you go. Help them make up what to do. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Help them make up what to do. I'm going to tell you why. Because they don't know what to do. Do you realize how many people is uncertain, no clarity, just oblivious to what they need to do next? Some people don't even know what they want for dinner tonight. Some people don't even know which route to go, right? They don't know which route to take. They don't know. They confused. So when this a world full of shiny objects, and a lot of people got shiny object syndrome, they just start, they don't know. They just picking. They don't know. They don't know what to pick, right? They don't know what to do. So this is how you can be a profession and come in and help them make a decision on what's going to solve their problem the best. Okay. Some people need to see it before they believe it, right? Some people got to see the problem getting worked out in real time, right? And the best way you can do that is ask a lot. The best way you can do that is ask a lot. And then once you start asking, you're telling them how your product or service is going to suit them better in the long run. Okay. Okay. And excuse me. And don't be afraid. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid for someone to say no. Don't be afraid to get rejected. Don't be afraid to don't be afraid. Not that one. I want to say that one. No. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid at all. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid someone don't like you. Don't be afraid. I can write this whole board to be filled up of don't be afraid. Okay. So the reason why a kid, I don't know if you got kids. I got two little girls. I got a 10-year-old just turned 10 and a 4-year-old. And when I tell you they're very consistent on not being afraid to hear the word no. You want to know why? Because they're very persistent. As soon as you tell them no, I done timed it, I done counted it. Okay. As soon as you tell them no, they can't have something, you know what's going to happen. They're going to say, and walk off and come back to you 30 seconds later, 30 seconds to a minute later, asking the exact same thing that you said no to. Okay. Because their neurological part in their brain doesn't register that you just said no. Right? They're not scared of the word no. Their neuro don't perceive that you just said no. It don't. And they're so persuasive that they will make you deals. Well, can I get it after I eat dinner? Can I have some candy after? Like they will persuade you. We're natural born sellers. They will persuade you to keep on coming to you and trying to get you to get what they need, what they got to have, right? So same things go for us as a seller. We got to make sure, even when somebody say, oh, not right now, maybe another time, right? Okay. That's why we do follow-ups, right? Come back a week later, same script. Make sure you hit them with the same script, same tone. Let them know you're there to help. You know what? When it's time for them to buy, who you think they're going to think of if you always following up with them? Let's say if somebody needed a roof done, you go up there and look at the roof. You know the roof need to be done. That's your profession. That's what you specialize in. They don't know the roof need to be done, but you do. You go knock on their door, leave them a business card, tell them their roof is damaged. Soon as it's going to start leaking, you tell them all the problems, right? You tell them everything. You follow up with them a week later because they said no the first time. You follow them up a week later. They say no again. You follow them a week later. They say no again. Next thing you know, real bad storm happened. Knock some what you call it? Shutters. What you call it? What you call a rooftop? Anyway, it slipped my mind. But anyways, shingles. Knock some shingles off. They still saying no. Tornado came through, knocked half of the roof off. They still saying. So you just keep following up with them, but give them time. Let them know you're there to help. You want to see if you can help them today. Don't be pushy. Don't have commission breath. Just keep on following up. And when they go up there and look at that roof, they're like, this roof is bad. I wonder who can fix my roof. Who you think they're going to think of? You. Okay. So I always had a mindset of a child to where no doesn't mean nothing. No just means not right now, maybe later. That's all it means. That's all it means. Okay. But that's all I have for you today. My name is Duran Peebles. I hope this video helps you. Okay. Trust me, I have a lot of experience within this field. This is what I love to do. I love helping people, love teaching people, and I haven't found nothing yet that I cannot sell. God give me all the wisdom I need. Thank you, my Heavenly Father. I trust my Lord. He always been there for me, and I will continue to trust him for the rest of my life into the afterlife. Okay. So until the next video, I'll see you later. Peace.